We say shit you too scared to say. I'm a real bitch now, deal with it. I'm a real bitch now, deal with it. We say shit you too scared to say. I'm a real bitch now.
You're tuned into Raw Real Talk, where we give you the real deal, where we keep it 100 with you at all times. And on this segment, we're going to focus on and talking about individuals taking responsibility to be a mentor and uplift whatever community you're in. We have to understand the importance of community and communing with the people around us and our peers. I know sometimes it seems very difficult because of fear, prejudices, racism, judgment. You don't want to just walk up to somebody and start talking to them, because sometimes people don't receive that type of blessing well and that gift well. But what you can do is think of different things of how you can connect to the rest of the world. Like, this is our way of connecting with the rest of the world. Start talking to people. Start passing and creating your own flyers to uplift people, to say positive things. Let them know that it is tough in this world, but you can make it. You can make it. Yes, I did my last video on good versus evil, right? And a lot of people ask me, do I believe is really a such thing? And yes, I do believe that. I do believe there are evil-minded people out there because of whatever their fears and their downfalls. They want to put that evil mentality on other people and expose other people to that. But it's really up to you in your heart with what it is that you want to do and what you do not want to do. And I do believe that divine order is very prevalent and very important. And divine order means whatever is meant to happen will happen, regardless of what you do. But I do believe that free will plays a part in your life as well. And free will means just what it says. Your free will to do as you please. So that means if somebody asks you to do something negative, or say something negative, or participate in something negative, you don't have to do it. You can tell them, no, I am not doing that. It's up to you on how productive you want to be when it comes to positive energy. And I talk about that in my other videos. Being positive with your brothers and sisters and people. When I say brothers and sisters, you do not always have to relate that to being black or a person of color. When I say brothers and sisters, I'm talking about communing with everyone, regardless of their skin tone. Because we're all God's children, even the ones that believe that they don't believe is a higher power. They're God's children too. They might went astray and decided to focus on devilish or mean-spirited activities, but that don't mean they're not God's child. It's just like you being the child of your mother and father. They could have raised you to do positive things, but in the end, the result is your choice. Let's say you decide to do negative things. That don't remove the factual information that you are their child. And the same situation. God loves all of us, but sometimes he don't love the things and the choices that we make and the things that we do. So really think about that. Think of how you can put some positive energy where you live. And if everybody take responsibility to love your neighbor, and that person is looking to their neighbor to love that neighbor, then everybody can do this. And we can all be peaceful. And like I said, yes, there are mean-spirited people that you do have to shun yourself away from. That means remove yourself away from. But you know how you still can be positive with them? You pray for them. You pray that they get their minds, their hearts, their spirits, and their souls together, so we all can live together happily. Because there's some serious stuff, going on out in the world today. A lot of crisis, poverty, disease, war, killing, murder, crime. There's a lot of that out there. Yes, it is. But it's still your choice with how connected you want to be to negative behavior. And if you are living in a community that has a lot of considered damage and destruction. See what you can do to uplift your community and become a mentor, someone that can look to you so you can do your greater good. Because I believe we all have something good within us. We just don't pay attention to it because out of habit, we're used to doing the things that we do daily. If you're so used to waking up every day being negative, it's already branded inside of you. So it's going to take responsibility for all of us to remove that negative energy and start thinking positive. Because trust me, when you do negative things to people, you somehow, all of us, get very angry when it's done to us. But it's true. You do unto others as you want them to do unto you. But if for some strange reason you keep doing negative things and then you want to get all flustered, angry, or depressed because someone is delivering you what you're giving them, how can you be so hypocritical? Hypocrisy is the greatest sin. The judgment that you point that you're doing it, but I can't do it. No, it don't work that way. You really need to think about what it is that you do and you say in your daily lives. Because trust me, you can give somebody a positive word and it can uplift their whole lives. And they can start looking at things differently. That's what we're trying to do. We want you to look at things differently and learn and know the truth of what's going on in this world today. You might not always agree with our POV, our point of view. You might not agree. But you can say, Raw Real Talk, I don't agree with you. This is what I think and believe. Then I can take a look at what you think and believe, and maybe we can kind of correspond to agree and disagree without being disagreeably angry, agitated, and negative toward one another. That's what happens when people feel like a person don't agree with them. They get angry. They get angry. So the things that I deliver to you is the belief and the truths that I feel that I go by and that I feel that are common sense. And I know people are thinking if common sense was so common, why don't every man, obtain this ability? We don't obtain this ability because of our habits. We're so used to doing things one way that we do not open up for elasticity to change and do it another way. Or put your way to the side and somehow compromise to see, can you figure out another way to do something? There's always more than one way to do something in life. To be positive, to open yourself up to other things and broaden yourself to other horizons. So I want you really to think about that. See what can you do to build your community. Really see what you can do. Because I'm watching a lot of different things around the world and seeing that a lot of people are still what they consider beefing, arguing over silly things. Things that can be worked out. But our pride and our ego won't let us work them out. Because we feel like if I work them out, I'm somehow bowing down to the other person. But no, you're bound down to the goodness inside of you. You really are. So think about that. Really put some thought to that. You're tuned into Raw Real Talk. Please leave us your questions and comments. Please, we want to hear from you. And do not forget to subscribe. And if not, you just want to keep tuning in, that's good too. And I really do mean from the bottom of my heart, our heart. God bless. And continue to love yourself and love your neighbor. Please.